Ladies and gentlemen, tonight I speak to you about a fight that carried more weight than just punches and footwork. It was a night when pride, preparation, and ambition were put to the ultimate test. The clash between Naoya Inoue and his determined challenger was not only a meeting of fists but a collision of mindsets, and in the end, the difference between victory and defeat was written long before the opening bell. I stand before you to tell the story of a fighter who once burned with a fire bright enough to challenge the best. He trained for years, sculpted his body, honed his craft, and earned his shot at the monster, Naoya Inoue. The world expected a war. The crowd expected fireworks, but something within him began to shift when he stepped onto Japanese soil. He admitted it himself with surprising honesty. "When I go to Japan," he said, "I feel comfortable." It sounded harmless at first, almost a sign of confidence. But those words revealed a subtle change in his heart. The hunger that drives champions is a restless hunger. Comfort is the enemy of that hunger. Before the fight, people around him noticed it. His sparring sessions lacked the sharp snap of urgency. His eyes, once blazing with the need to prove himself, carried a softness. It was not laziness, no. He worked hard, but the edge, the ruthless determination that fuels great upsets, had dulled. When he entered Japan, he felt at home. The hospitality of the fans, the polite respect of the media, the peaceful rhythm of the city, it soothed him. Yet a fighter on the brink of history cannot afford to be soothed. He must feel the danger, the tension, the risk of failure clawing at him every moment. His coaches sensed it. They whispered among themselves. They told him to stay sharp, to remember why he had come so far. He nodded, but the quiet comfort of Tokyo nights seeped deeper into his spirit. The fierce urgency of a man chasing destiny was replaced by something else, a calm acceptance of whatever would come. Naoya Inoue, meanwhile, prepared with the relentless precision of a master. He studied every angle, every weakness. He knew the challenger might have skill and speed, but he also knew something more profound, that he himself was never comfortable. The monster never rests in comfort. He thrives on the edge of pressure. When fight night arrived, the difference was clear before the first bell. Inoue's eyes gleamed with sharp intent. His body moved like a coiled spring. Across the ring, the challenger looked steady, yes, but almost serene. That serenity betrayed him. The opening rounds told the story. Inoue's punches cut through the guard like lightning. The challenger fought back, but his rhythm lacked the desperation of a man who believes this moment is life itself. He was good, but not urgent. He was skilled, but not hungry. Round after round, Inoue pressed forward. Each jab was a reminder that comfort has no place in the ring. Each combination a lesson that ambition, once lost, cannot be recovered in the heat of combat. The challenger's corner shouted, pleaded for fire, but the spark would not ignite. Between rounds, he sat on his stool, breathing evenly, almost too evenly. He nodded to his trainer, but the look in his eyes said it all. He was at peace in a war that demanded chaos. By the fifth round, Inoue sensed it fully. He could see that the man across from him no longer fought to seize a dream. He was surviving, not conquering. The monster capitalized, raining down precise and punishing blows that left no doubt. The bell rang for the final time, and the decision was clear. The challenger had not been humiliated. He had shown skill and courage. But victory belongs to those who cannot live with anything less. Comfort cost him the fight. Afterward, he admitted what many had suspected. "When I go to Japan, I feel comfortable," he repeated. Maybe too comfortable. And there it was, the confession of a fighter who recognized too late that ambition must burn hotter than any welcome, stronger than any sense of ease. This is not merely a boxing story. It is a lesson for anyone who dares to chase greatness. Success does not grow in comfort. Champions are forged in discomfort, in the tension of relentless drive, in the sleepless pursuit of more. He will return, no doubt. Perhaps this defeat will awaken something that comfort once dulled. Perhaps next time, when he boards a plane to Japan or anywhere else, he will remember that a challenger must feel like a stranger, even in a friendly land. Naoya Inoue continues his reign, the embodiment of focus, hunger, and unyielding will. He welcomes opponents with respect but offers them no refuge. He understands what his challenger forgot: the ring is no place for comfort. The crowd that night witnessed more than punches and counterpunches. They saw the cost of lost ambition. They saw that greatness demands more than talent. It demands a fire that never sleeps. And so the challenger walks away with lessons etched deeper than any bruise. He knows now that feeling comfortable is the first step toward defeat. He knows that ambition must be fierce, restless, and untamed. This story will echo through gyms and training camps. Coaches will repeat it to young fighters. They will say, "Remember the man who felt too comfortable in Japan. Remember what it cost him." Naoya Inoue will move forward, hunting bigger challenges, sharpening his edge. He knows that comfort is a luxury he cannot afford, even as a champion. He stays hungry, always. The challenger, humbled but not broken, must rekindle his flame. He must train with the memory of this night burning in his mind. He must find again the part of himself that refuses comfort, that rejects peace until victory is seized. Only then can he hope to stand again on a stage like this, not as a visitor soothed by the surroundings, but as a warrior driven by unquenchable need. This is the truth of the fight game. This is the lesson of that night in Japan. Ambition wins. Comfort loses. Let it be a reminder to every dreamer. Never let the warm welcome of the world cool the fire in your soul. For Naoya Inoue, the monster, the path continues upward. For the challenger, the journey begins anew, forged in the understanding that greatness waits for no one who feels at ease. And so we close this chapter with a simple truth: the moment you feel too comfortable, you have already surrendered the edge. In the ring, as in life, hunger is everything.